Hello, everybody. As you can see, I am not Matt. I'm just Josh. Matt just had an unexpected power outage, and that is causing him to not be able to join us as of yet, possibly at all today. But that is yet to be proven. Hopefully, everything restores for him, although the time of restoration keeps getting pushed back. But we will power through like we've done many times in the past. So thanks for watching, everybody. Comment where you're watching from. Check in. This is episode 207. I'm glad it was this week and not next week, though. Next week is the start of the new season, which, if some of you were on YouTube earlier today, you may have caught that I accidentally thought it was 208 and I named it that way, and I put the new thumbnail that Matt made up a little early, but so you got a little preview of what next season's thumbnail is going to be, and thanks to Matt for getting that knocked out. But next week you'll see it officially put up. Anyway, again, check in where you're watching from. Thanks for joining us. Next week will be the start of season 5, going on the 5th year for this thing. So is this that Quitter Guys show? Yes. Well, maybe not. Who knows? I had discussed in the Scale News possibly making episode 300, which was last week, the last episode of the Scale News, and it's still something I'm contemplating. We'll decide, or we'll see. I don't know. It's one of those things, and doesn't mean that I want to take. Some people are like, "Oh yeah, I get it. You must take more time off and do things like that." I'm like, "Oh, it's not really that. I would just like to be doing other things as well. The more fabbing and more this and that and all of those things, and making those videos where the Scale News, while it is only one day a week, it's still a day, and it takes 6 to 8 hours to produce that show. We'll see. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but it's something I'm still considering. So, and it's one of those things, like, a lot of people are like, "This is the only show of yours I watch." I'm like, I get that. And I fully know that if I stop doing the news, it will tank the channel, which is what it is. But it's not a decision that's been made yet, but so poor man John Doe, thank you very much. Or thank Matt. I don't know which one channel it's on. We're on both channels, so we're I don't know if that's my car alarm going off or not. Hey, did you see the F1 Red Bull F1 Red Bull FPV drone? I did many times. That is a pretty wild drone, though. A good video to watch. It was a lot of fun to see. Black Sheep RC, thank you very much. Evening, Josh. Hope you had a great brother. My brother is great. Probably mean have a great one, things like that. But either way. Yes. So where's the skinny hippie? He is celebrating Earth Day in the dark, but yeah. So if it means more time with Nicole, so long, SNU. As much as she would maybe she would like that, or maybe not. I'm not 100% sure, but it would likely just mean a different area. We'll see. Like I said, none of it's been decided. Hello from medieval times. Matt, you should get your Earth Day celebrating in early and build something by candlelight. Matt has candles everywhere. He's just that guy. So, yeah, but no more Friday night. Balin's the Friday night thing has been a nice break here and there. Coming back and doing it here and there is fun as well. But like I said, no decisions have been made for sure. But I'm seriously considering it, and I know it would be detrimental to the channel. Great, it's the only thing that props up my channel. Videos about fab and things like that are wildly unpopular in our market. But speaking of fab, we've got the event coming up in Colorado in the beginning of June. and I've got to build chassis for that. And I put out a reel earlier this week because I have started on that. This is one side of it. The other side of it is, well, this isn't the jig you saw in the reel. This is the second part of the jig that will support the chassis for when I'm putting both sides of the chassis together. So you'll see more on that in a video here shortly. I'm going to do that video more in segments again. I do like putting everything out in one video, but it's also a lot of work for then just one video that may or may not get as many views. So, we're going, oh my God, I'm missing a ton of stuff. Sorry. Let's see. Hardbar explains, for quitting SNU all the way from Washington State. Everything arrives intact. The other things all. Gunner, hi all. Tonight's code, hashtag tiny trucks, tiny hardware, major BS. Ah, yes. Gunner is finally, he came over a week and 2 weeks ago, something like that. And we put together the start of his mini comp crawler, which has been oh so fun. And we got set there and do a bunch of that. But if you use that code, hashtag Knights Tiny Trucks, it's pinned. You can see the pinned message with the link to Satisfied Jerky. Use that, save money on Satisfied Jerky. Go get the sea salt and honey jerky. Oh my God, it's so good. Gunnar and I were at a swap meet this weekend, and it was early in the morning. I was like, hey, and he drove the jerky van. It's like, you got any of that sea salt and honey over there? He's like, yeah, it's kind of like a morning jerky. Worth it. Doesn't Matt have a steam powered generator? I think that he could make that work. Just get that hooked. I think if you just run it backwards and you plug it right into the wall, everything works just fine. Thank you, Tom Bake. We want snoo. Lucky's RC Adventure. Thank you. I never watched as much Futurama, and I know that that's where a lot of those references come from, and that I just wasn't aware of. But I can jump on, or I can go to work. Hey, West Desert Wheel. You know what? I can send you a message. Why not? Impromptu guest edition. I will message you a link. Hold, please. Good thing we are Facebook friends, and I can just send you that link. There you go. And Black Sheep. Don't make me message your mom to make you bring back Friday. Oh my God, I've missed so many. Poor man John Doe. Forgot to ask your thoughts on the FMS FCX10 Blazer reviews are coming out. Looks good. Will you be getting one for review? I was supposed to have one. I haven't followed up on it. Maybe it's still coming. Maybe it's not. I have seen it already. I put it in the video in September, and it was just like, this looks like a Traxxas copy. So they sent me a message like, hey, would you be interested in reviewing one, since it's we would like to see if you think that it is fully when you have the time. But whether or not it finally shows up, it's whatever. we'll figure it out. RC Underdog, thank you, Paul. It would be a great loss to the hobby if you left this, and many of us understand change. I know. It is a hard decision. I mean, I like aspects of the news. There's certain things that I do and certain things that I don't. It is Nicole is a great motivator for me to get through a lot of those things, because I'll come home on a Monday, and normally I start the scale news. I start about 3. I go through and I check 135 websites to see what I go through, and I check have them in bookmarked folders, and I right click open all, like it 25 to 30 websites at a time. Scroll, look at all of them. See, go through, make a list with notes, add links, save images, then write a little caption for it. I come home, and then I have to go through it, and the workflow that I found best is I edit the titles and photos and all of that in first so that it breaks it up for me. Then I come in, shoot the news, go back, edit it all together, and then match up all the titles. I do it in order so I can break things up. But it's usually like if I hustle and I'm super focused 6 hours, normally I'll go until about midnight. And that just because I'm like, it just drags and I procrastinate and I don't work as fast as I could or as I should. And that's where that struggle comes in. And there's no real way to mix it up. So that's what I should try and do. So BT, good. Oh, Tom Havel and hold on, BT. Sorry, been busy trying to finance flying cars too. I think we could use the chopper for some special effects. BT, glad to have you back. Good seeing you, Tom Havel. Has anyone else Siri show me a Lexus Texas? Yeah, me neither. I don't get that joke. I don't get that at all. One word, intern. I know. I tell you what, Alex and DK helped a ton with like putting together all of the history of Scale News. That was super helpful for a bunch of things. And I use that a lot. It actually helps for Scale News a lot. I think I even like reference like when I used it last, or when something was first announced, I reference that sheet all the time. That's as close to a intern, and that was like actual work. RC Underdog, thanks again. Nicole motivates like Shia LaBeouf. Do it. She's so much nicer than that because she will motivate and then she'll be like, if I'm like really just like, oh, she's like, it's okay, you don't have to do it. I'm like, no, it's not what you're supposed to say. You're supposed to just keep going, keep pushing me. Could use AI to watch the sites for new posts. Probably true. But I also, a lot of the sites, I go to like sites like A-Main and I go to the new products page and I look at every single new product they've listed in a week. And for A-Main, that could be 200 new products in a week. They add so many product listings every day. So but like maybe none of those may apply to the news. So it's just looking like, okay, and they go, I know the website so well now that I can just, as soon as I load it, I can scroll down and see if anything's new. Said, nope, gone. Go to the next one. Go to the next one. But anyway, so yeah, that's the man. Funny enough, I got an email about man today because my domain is going to renew on the 4th of March. So that joke's about almost a year old. Yeah. Yeah. So he's not stop the scams. JR, this show is trash. Good seeing you again as well, JR. We'll see. What is the Grid Rival F1 League? We're not going to talk about F1 too much, but if you do want to join the F1 Fantasy League, it's linked in the description of my video here. So it's not in Matt's, but it is in the description of mine. So there you go. Those random domain renewals add. You're not wrong, Ben. How many do you have? Because I think I don't know how many I have either, but it adds up. That's no lie. But we'll see. Anyway, is there any chance the MT12 4-in-1 will bind to more receivers such as the Traxxas 6533 TQI receiver? I'm not sure about right now. That 4-in-1, they are constantly expanding the list of compatible radios. GitHub has a list of the like requested protocols that people are trying to develop. And I know that the turbo racing radio, which is like the one that comes with the Vanquish RTRs, that one is on the list to be added. A few of them here and there, ones that are, I think the FlySky Ant protocol. So that 4-in-1 radio is constantly under development because it's open source. So hopefully, yes, there is a chance that those will become. I got a bunch. First year is always a bargain. I use Hover, and yeah, it's absolutely does add up. SNU in Livestream Takeover. I don't think anybody would watch it. Livestream Takeover, it's as Matt and I have as much fun with it as like if there was 1% of the people that watch this show, I think we would still probably do it just because I think we both enjoy this show a lot. But live videos aren't for everybody. And it would still need most of the work. Live would help, but if I still wanted to have any production value with photos and links and things like that, like all that is the hard part of the work, and it would still be just like unless I could just like hold up my phone, like this one, and then this one, and then this one. Scale News Monthly. I mean, I'm all or nothing. It's all in. I'm going to keep doing it weekly, or it's nothing. For me, I don't think that there's going to be any in between. I don't. Gares, thank you very much. Have a few of us do the research and send it to you. Part of the the research is part of it. It takes a little bit of work, and then saving the images, all that. There is maybe a way I could get that, but it's got to be so timely. It's got to be, I don't know. I'd have to, if I could think of some ways to make things easier, maybe I could make it work better. Oh yeah, we're still waiting on Logan. What was he doing? I sent him a link. Oh, he could have been who knows where though. Who knows where? What do I change on the Wraith 19? I did a series on my Wraith 19. Was it 2 years ago? Yeah. Axial Fest 2 years ago or more. Yikes, it's been a while. I really liked the Wraith 19. I thought it was a cool platform. I did change almost everything, but it was still super fun. I did really like it. It's one of those things. Just curious, what's Matt's position on that's I had asked Matt, or I told Matt that I was considering it, and he's like, "You're stupid. Don't do that." It's just like, whatever. So we'll see. No matter tonight. He messaged me maybe an hour or two before this show, and he lost power. And there you go. No power at home. Can't stream in the dark. See, I just inserted Steam because it's Matt. It's the live Steam takeover over there right now. But yeah. So let's no Steam. Yeah, Steam router, Steam pay the bills, Matt. That's what it could be. It could be that. But Lucky's RC Adventure. Got to try real Kansas barbecue as I was driving through the state. I'm stuffed. Also, Big Red is liquid licorice bubble. Big Red. That's how we know you were in. Now, you can't call it Kansas City barbecue because that's the Kansas City. But Big Red is a very. Do they have that ever? Do you guys have Big Red soda where you're at? That's a very Kansas City barbecue thing to pair those two together. They are good, but it is diabetes in a styrofoam cup. Those MT12 protocols are on GitHub. Something wrong. Proto what? Big Red is pop, not soda. Yes, Big Red is pop. 100% agree. I love Big Red, but it's cinnamon gum. Oh, I have a thing with mint drinks. Like I have a really hard time drinking anything that's mint like flavor because I have a to me it's like someone spit gum in my drink, or worse, like someone was dipping it with mint and spit in it. That makes my stomach churn immediately. And it's definitely not because I drank someone's dip cup before. Worst experience of my life. Big Red is made here in San Antonio. I was unaware. I had no idea where it was made. I figured it was just made everywhere. Maddie, pay your bills. J.R. Lawson, thanks again. A mint julep. Yep, can't do it. Can't do it. Show one of your VS410 rigs. So hard on these days. Well, actually, I did the Vanquish live stream from here yesterday because I worked from home yesterday, and I had the VS410 speed run car out. It doesn't have the bedsides on, and the wing is still broken off. But this was such a fun platform. What an absolute blast this challenge was, and the fact that it went faster than. But then show the battery you left it. I didn't check this one. Oh my God. Son of a. It's a good thing I didn't show. Well, that was a missed opportunity yesterday. Should have noticed. God, I'm terrible at that. But get back on there. Look, batteries. Amazing. Jeez, fucker. You're the pinnacle of life boat safety. I need to do an audit. I absolutely need to do an audit of everything. Take the battery out. Not a bad idea to just do that now, is it? Let's just do that now. When you keep buying batteries, do you wonder where they went? Honestly, yes. At times, I do. That one definitely wasn't plugged in. Only Josh. That's our hold, please. Let's do a real quick check. Josh, how about show a dedicated suspension geometry and why? It's a real fun, still good. Still at storage level. Let's double check this one. Excellent. That is good news. Not that all of you guys didn't know I was an idiot. Look at who's here. Logan, are you ready to come in? All right.
What's going on, guys?
No audio, Logan. Wait.
See, can you hear me?
No, I still got nothing from him.
Interesting.
Let's see. Say something again. Is yours working? Is my audio not working?
I don't know if my audio is working. It should be.
Can you guys hear Logan at all?
Hello?
Hear him? Okay, it's just me. You guys can have a nice little conversation then. Well, Logan, introduce yourself.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Logan.
Oh.
I run the West Desert Wheeler social medias. So excited to be here tonight.
I had my stuff muted. Thank you for joining in Matt's absence.
Yeah, of course. Glad to be here. I work in the evenings. So I was literally like 5 minutes from leaving my house to go to work, and I saw that Matt wasn't able to make it. I was throw out a Hail Mary, see what happens. Here we are.
He's calling in late?
I can go do that job whenever I want, so it doesn't matter.
That's right. You've sent me photos while doing that job.
Out there running around in the John Deere.
Yeah, right.
Just has to be ready by morning, so it'll just be a late night. No big deal.
Good deal. That's good to see you again.
Yeah, glad to be back on here.
Introduced everyone to yourself again for those that didn't know. And yeah, what have you been up to lately? I mean, I think the last videos I watched were the tire test videos.
Yeah, been doing a series of that. That's been really fun. Took a class 2 style truck. I mean, it's not scaled out in any way, but I've got 10 different sets of tires, and I'm doing a bracket series. But here where I'm at, the conditions change so much day to day that I had to figure out a way to do like a fair comparison. And so I'm just doing this tire versus this tire at the same time, and then we review the footage and talk about which ones did what.
Yeah. So I watched I've been watching those. So the comparison side to side's been, you can only do so much to try and make things
right. Yeah. And there's certainly holes in the testing that I do, but it's all just for being a nerd, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's this is my show. I'm going to do what I want anyway, right? Like, yeah. Yep. But it's been good. It's been good content. Logan should be able to see the chat. Yes.
I don't know. I'm on my phone, so
all right.
I can't.
We'll just relay. We'll just relay them. Tom Bayek, thank you. I only know Wes, not this Logan person.
I thought Wes was the dog. I'm confused.
Yeah. We're all confused.
I can see the comments when you pin them.
Yeah, so. That's that. But does Josh just have to have the right side of the screen? I just feel like because my monitors and everything are over here, that I'm always looking over that direction, and it looks like I'm more engaged when I'm this. Otherwise, at least I'm looking off to the side of this screen. It just works better for me. And Matt's is the opposite, so we're always kind of like
this camera. The way it's like showing me is reversed of what it's not like a mirror, so that's kind of messing me up of what way to lean and stuff.
You don't have to lean into me. It's okay. It's
all right. Good to know. Good to know.
Black Sheep RC. Yes, a non-scale show. Welcome, Logan. See, now in that series, what was the platform that you were using? They were both it's Rock Pirates chassis.
Yep, it's a Rock Pirates chassis, which is their Rock Pirates Kraken Pro, which is a replacement chassis for an SCX10 Pro. So that's what the chassis essentially is. But I did a full custom build with that truck, so there's actually no Axial Pro in it. It's got a lot of Vanquish goodies in it, actually.
Yep.
Sitting right here, I'll just grab it.
And then we can talk about your new buggy builds, because we're on buggy kicks lately. There we go. So
this is the truck I'm doing Yep, they're just hanging out for when I go out and crawl and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But we got the behind the axle servo mount on my F10 straight axles. So this truck's the straight axle truck.
Oh, okay,
but the transmission in this is a deluxe transmission.
Mm-hmm.
And the motor.
Which one is it?
It's Nod? The Nod 2. Yep. But I'm able to get the forward motor and the behind the axle servo mount. So that worked out pretty cool.
Yep, absolutely. Nice and compact and low. But being able to get that forward motor with a Fusion Pro and behind the axle definitely keeps things tight.
Dude, that thing though, it's amazing the angles it can hold on to side hilling, just because everything is so low in it. It's wild. That thing's a performer. It's been awesome.
Can we see you take the body off of that truck real quick?
Sure.
We would like to see if there is a battery inside.
Okay. Well, here, I'll make sure to keep this one on screen. I did something the other day, which is kind of funny. It's bad for being a RC YouTuber. I went out with my dad. So battery check. We're clean. I went out RC crawling with my dad and his Razor. We're zipping around, and then he came down into town and visited, and then he went home. A couple days later, I'm gearing up to go out to crawl, and I'm like, I can't find my batteries. I have no idea, because I keep them in a lipo bag that are in my backpack. Cannot find them. Text my dad, have you seen my batteries? And so he goes and checks his side by side, and he's like, eventually he's like, hey, I found your batteries. And he sends me a picture. He's like, can you see them in this picture? And it's a black lipo bag, and it's on like the black pleather like seats of his Razor. It blends in like almost perfectly. and it was just sitting in there right on the seat. And he's like, dude, I looked 4 times before I saw it.
I mean, I can do that in a refrigerator any day of the week. So
unfortunately, I'm way down on batteries. I have like 5 packs. So that's where I'm at right now.
I think I found 5 yesterday.
I was watching that. Yeah, that was a good one.
Let's grab the buggy up above your head. I saw you recently post that up.
Okay, so this guy, this one?
Yeah, that's the only one I can see, I guess.
Okay, I got the UC Fab just out of frame then.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we can talk about that one too. I've got now this is one from another company that recently over the last year or so has popped up, right?
Yes, this is a Thai Pro custom RC.
Right.
And so this, I got the cage in and I wanted it to sit there and look cool. So these are not the exact components I'm going to run, but it looks cool. So that's the important part. Yeah, all titanium chassis. It is made overseas. I can't remember if it was Taiwan or possibly China making this, but it's the owner is American based. I think he's out of California, but they're still working on getting things situated as far as like having their own website and stuff. So you kind of have to message him personally through Facebook. There's a Facebook group. I think it's Thai Pro Custom RC is what that is. But what this is their MJ43 chassis.
Right, which is a full-size chassis.
Yeah, this in reality is a Jesse Haynes 2-seat trail car chassis clone. And so I've got some buddies around here who run these real cars, and it's a pretty dang good spot on Jesse Haynes 2-seat car, which is why I'm most interested in it. But,
absolutely. Definitely a cool style overall, and definitely, one of those ones that most people are not going to build a chassis.
Which this car in particular, I'm very impressed with the finished like 3D printed interior that comes with it, and the hood that comes with it, and the thick panels. Like it's just a really complete product for what they're offering. So like it came with the fuel cell there in the back, and I'll get you
that's a big fuel cell.
Yeah, which is nice because if you got a lot of channels, because it does have a twin transmission in it. That's what it's built for. So it's got the VS410 VFD skid in there, but just the interior of it and like the actual dash of this looks like the real cars do. Like he did a really good job on that.
Yeah, absolutely.
One of my seats is not mounted. It's just floating around in there. But again, it looks cool sitting on the shelf. So
no, that is a good looking chassis. I've seen that recently, and I was like, I do like it.
Yeah, and I've ridden in one here locally. I've got a buddy, his name's Woody, and he's got the 2-seat car. I actually got the opportunity to drive it recently, so that was pretty fun. Amazing what those things do.
I love buggies. Now that chassis, I've seen it priced before, but I can't remember. Are they around $1,000?
Yeah, it's just under that. I think it's $8 to $8.99, somewhere in there.
That's what
I know the numbers has an 8 in it, which for what you're getting, I think it's good value. It's not cheap, but I think you're getting a pretty good value.
Right. That's it's one of those things that, they're not fast or easy to make. So there's going to be cost there.
Yeah. But as far as putting it together, the skid dropped right in, the links all bolted up. He sends you a titanium link kit with the rest of the car as well. So that's pretty sweet.
Oh, that is nice. That's tempting. I love buggies in general. So I'm just like, I've started on another one here recently that I need to, and every time I'm sitting there designing and working and building on a new one, I'm just like, man, I should just buy a chassis. This would be so much easier if I just bought a chassis. But
I know, and I sit there a lot of the time looking at these chassis. I'm like, I should really learn how to build these because there's some cars that I wish I could make.
Yeah, that's that is part of it. It's just deciding which way to go, and there's always something for me, there's always something I want to change or modify, whatever it is. So oftentimes that why I want to do. Josh, you should order 2. I absolutely should not order 2 of anything. I've got my UC Fab moon buggy right there, similar to what Wes, and that's I'm gonna try and get that finished for Colorado as well. I think I'm gonna run that as my 2-2 car.
Good choice. That's what mine's on cut and shuts. So
nice. You thinking about traveling east?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to make it to that one.
It's not that far of a drive for you.
It's not the drive. It's that I don't know if I have the cars to do it.
Yeah.
They're not built to their specifications, and so like I have a forward actual motor, whereas they want a rear motor to get extra points and stuff.
Yeah, it does give you extra points. I'm not going to do a rear motor in my 1.9 Unlimited, which I think that the Type Pro Custom one would be a solid 1.9 Unlimited car. Granted,
would it be an unlimited, or I guess currently it's on cut and shuts, but I could definitely put it on 1.9s. I think that'd be a killer pro mod car.
Let's see. I guess you could do pro mod with it, right? Because it is
at least in real life. Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be straight axle.
Okay.
So yeah, pro mod is straight axle only. It can be a full tube chassis, and it has to have body panels around, I guess, the whole thing. I can't remember what else the differentiation there would be. But yeah, I guess if you had non-cut and shuts, because I don't think you can modify pro mod tires at all.
That's fair.
So yeah, I think that could, it might actually fit in there. Matt is going to build an F toy for pro mod.
He sent me a picture of his old F toy, and I'm excited to see him do it again. That was a cool truck.
Yeah, F toy, for people who like Toyotas, especially, they're very cool. They're not exactly the most stylish of buggies, but they obviously have quite the following for a reason.
I like the idea behind the F toy, which is basically like you start with a Toyota pickup, you start turning into a wheeler, you hammer it so much that finally you're like, let's just cut the body off and just put tubes there. And that's what a formula toy is. There you go.
Yeah, exactly. And it's super, just, they're all the same. You buy the chassis kit and you bolt all your stuff in there and you're ready to go. So
yeah, that's funny. And the guy who I got to drive his Jesse Haynes car used to have a formula toy. So there you go. Nice little callback there.
Yep. Have you ever crawled with Jake Wright?
Yes. Yeah.
He used to competitively crawl the F toy.
Yeah, he came out to nationals and promptly kicked everyone's ass, including mine there. So, but yeah, Jake's a great dude. He actually came down to one of our Utah events, and like, it's funny because it's just me and a couple of my buddies running this, and like Jake Wright shows up, and you're like, oh man, like things are getting serious now. Got the cowboy hat out there.
Right? Did he have his little backpack on, the Adventure Time backpack?
One of them. Yep. Which,
like, why do you have to beat us while wearing that? That's embarrassing.
Yeah, that's exactly why. Yeah. But I got a really big compliment from him. Is he was standing there and he was waiting in line to get up to one of the courses, and he's like, dude, I haven't seen like lines like this at an RC comp in a long time. He's like, you guys are doing something here. I was like, hey, that means something. That means a lot coming from you. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And that it has been a big shift, the scale comp style lines and how that had been compared to like how we used to crawl with comp stuff, where, obviously less scale and those things were robots and they could, you could hang a tire off and walk across the craziest stuff. But
it's okay, Logan, you can go back to work now.
Perfect. The track needs maintaining, so I'll see you guys later.
No, you can stay, but not for long. Welcome to the Scale Builders Guild, everybody.
Matt had to put his safety glasses on so he didn't poke his eye out while in the dark.
Josh, these are my other actual glasses. You probably missed my old glasses. How are you doing, Logan? I haven't seen you in a long time, buddy.
Doing well, man. How about yourself?
Oh, a lot better now that I have power and heat.
That's good.
Oh, is it cold up there?
We went from mid 50s to below freezing today.
Oh,
lots of wind. So hence,
it was
why the power went out.
And it was like 70 yesterday, and then it was 70 today. I think it's going to be 70 tomorrow.
Must be nice.
It was a very nice day here as well, but I made sure to get out and enjoy it. So
I didn't get to do any of that. I had my head in a laptop all day. So
yeah.
But
I've actually had something super cool recently. Is my 2-year-old boy? His name's Atlas. I've recently gotten him to start driving RC cars now, and he can fully independently. He pins the controller to his chest, and he uses 4 fingers to run the throttle, and then he steers with his right hand and like zips around pretty dang good. We're working on him being able to get it where he wants it to go, but he can get it to go. And
Honestly,
I can even tell him to stop and back up, and he like opposite steers and backs up, gets out of it. We'll steer the other way and then go forward. It's really impressive.
Well, I look forward to him beating me at the next comp.
Brandon's son, John, he's been driving as well since he's like around that age, 2, whatever. And he is so on top of it now. Like he's 6, 7, maybe gonna be 7. It's just
8.
like whatever. Every year it changes. I can't ever remember. And he's so good now that he's just like, oh, Matt lose power again? If so, we're gonna leave that screen up permanently.
Man, he's really he's milking that one.
I know. He's back. It's fine. Dang it. But
sorry,
you had froze for a little while, but it's okay. But yeah, his son he's so good with it now. It's just like the rest of us, and that it's just that time and practice and making sure he's got a car that he can go out there and drive and run. Brandon's son beat the crap out of my original Associated CR12 for the longest time, and just it'd be sitting up against something, just spinning the tires because he'd have it pinned, but he'd be over here. He'd just still be holding the radio.
Those are 2 of our main problems right now. Is he will look away from the truck but continue to drive the truck.
Yep.
And I'm like, no, look, you got to watch your truck. And then the other one is he's good enough to where he can walk behind it and follow it, and then he'll walk past his truck and just keep walking forward, but he's looking forward, and the truck's doing something. But he doesn't know what it's doing. I'm like, buddy, got to watch the truck. Got to watch the truck.
He's 2 years old. Cut him some slack, Logan. Jeez.
Nope. Focus.
I mean, we had him out there running gates tonight, and he hit a couple cones. I was pretty disappointed. So.
You are not my son.
Look, that's the easiest gate we had all day. You hit that?
You're like, right to your wife, that's your child.
Actually, my wife picked up the controller and tried to run my MOA through a couple gates tonight. It was wild times.
Oh, God.
What is going on over there? Tom Begg, thank you. My 3-year-old knows driver passenger before left and right, but he was 6 days old at his first full-size comp for me to spot it. I love everything about that story. The driver passenger, how we all, and then the fact that it was like 6 days after birth. You're like, let's go to this. We're gonna go to this comp.
We got to go to this comp. We're gonna be fine to walk, right?
We made sure that this got delivered beforehand. Like, we're just gonna sit around all day. Like,
they're in the delivery room. He's like, perfect. I can still make my event next week.
Exactly. You're like, it's like 6 days. Like, that's right, because 5 days is close. 4 days is you absolutely can't go, right? But like 6 days is right at the.
It's right at the cutoff.
JR, this show is trash. Thank you. You are late, man. Thankfully, Logan was here. Yes,
if it wasn't for Logan.
I do appreciate the people in the comments that actually wanted me to be here. I don't know what I've done to convince them that, but I do appreciate it.
Well, people like you.
A little change up every once in a while is always a good thing. Like,
yeah,
we've heard these guys and their same jokes for
it can't be
6 episodes already.
Can't be.
Have you guys caught any of the action from the previous weekend in Baghdad, Arizona, of the We Rock competitions, the full size stuff?
The full size. I haven't caught much of the recap stuff yet, other than like a couple of friends of mine that were there, and one of them had a fuel pump issue and some stuff like that. But I didn't catch too much else. Was there any interesting goings on?
One of the most peculiar breaks I've ever seen on John Mad Cow Hembel's car. He's got a Jesse Haynes moon buggy, got portal axles front and rear, and the differential housing is a fabricated axle housing. Mm-hmm. So they weld those to the tubes from the diff out to the ends of the C's where you have your portals. The metal housing ripped and bent on the axle tube. So his whole front tire is sitting on an angle like this, but everything's still attached internally. The axle just ripped in half. Really, really weird. But
I've seen that before in Go Fast. I haven't seen it as much in Normally, those guys truss things up pretty well because they've got hydraulic steering and everything's tied together, and the ram mounts and everything. That is that'd be a mess of gear oil and
pretty wild break.
Excuse me.
And then generally outside of that, quite a bit of rolling actually. Usually you don't see as many people go upside down, but I think the Wii Rock scene's trying to get a little more action going and pushing the top level guys even harder.
Yeah, Dave Wong is the one who's always upside down. Somehow
that guy right there.
Is that Dave's car? Yeah, the orange wheels. Dave Wong. Yeah. Did he roll?
I think. Oh, I don't know.
He always rolls.
It was the only time he didn't.
Yeah, I know, right?
And then more drama on that front is Dave recently switched from BF Goodrich to Milestar tires now. There's been
Dave.
3 or 4 guys that are like moving over to Milestars, and it's been very interesting to see.
That is it. I mean, freaking BFGs are so hard to get when you're looking for those stickies so often that I can see them, Now, do they have a 42 on a 20, I assume?
Yep.
Interesting. They're so ugly, though. God, those Milestar tires are just the ugliest tires.
Yeah, they're not good.
I don't know if I can get. Is it just the regular Patagonia still?
It's the regular Patagonia MT, and then they have the sticky compound. So
right.
Sticky compound. Right.
After long enough, the sidewalls just become bald.
XS2SS.
Yeah. XSS2 or some shit. I think RC 4-wheel drive makes them.
Yeah, they make them.
Same people.
I had them. I had it in my tire test this week or last week. So there you go.
And how did they do?
They didn't win their first comparison, so they won't be moving on to more.
You didn't watch Matt? Matt doesn't watch anybody else's video. He's such a dick.
You know what? I only watch my own videos.
I love my
like and subscribe to my own videos. No, I haven't had much time for the YouTube lately. Been focusing on my grid rivals lineup.
We can't talk about it yet. Matt.
Oh yeah, sorry. I didn't even get to do mail call. Did Logan do mail call?
No, I haven't done mail call
yet. I got
yet
something.
either.
I can go grab one. Give me a second.
Yeah, okay, all right, okay.
I need to grab my stuff too. Matt, do you have a bunch of things handy?
Oh boy, howdy do I.
Got to open 36 sets of tires count as mail call.
I got some stuff here. I got some things. Here we go. I can start. You want me to start?
Yeah, you do it. And then I'm gonna hold on a second.
Okay. This first box came from California, I think. This one. No, this one's from Champaign, Illinois.
Champagne.
Would you like some champagne? I finally got the replacement for the exhaust pipe on the Pro Moto.
You're going to replace that?
Yeah, because I'm doing the whole I almost called it a car and a truck. I'm redoing the whole motorcycle again. Because I've also got some new gold machine parts. I also picked up the Vitavon gold. I love gold. It's a swing arm, yeah. You can adjust it manually. So that's my first box. Somebody else can go now.
I at the local hobby shop picked up some
Foam Safe CA.
Foam Safe CA. But you might be wondering why I need Foam Safe CA, and that's because I got another thing that's currently in the mail, and that is an RC airplane. We're going taken to the skies, boys.
Which one are you getting?
Nice to have known you.
I'm involved. Which one are you getting?
I got the E-Flight Turbo Timber Evolution.
Ooh, turbo. I'm looking that up.
Which one's that now?
A 1.5 meter. It's a top wing. It essentially looks like a Cessna. They're very mellow to fly. But
yeah,
I had the little one,
right,
and it was time to upgrade to the big one. So I'm excited. 3 and 4S capable.
Oh, 4S in a plane. Oh,
I was watching plane stuff the other day, and Nicole's like, "No, you pick a hobby. Pick a hobby." I'm like, "I've got RC. RC is my hobby." It's like, "No, one pick a
surface. You're allowed surface. Just you know what? Buy a plane, but then just drive it around on the road."
Ben has quite the RC plane collection. So the one that I like of Ben's specifically is he's got the big wingspan glider with the lights on it. And I think that they do a New Year's Eve or New Year's Day night flight with the gliders. It always looks so fun.
That'd be cool.
So
that'll be really exciting for you.
Once a year, I could make that commitment.
I don't know, man. You've got some boats you've never driven up until
not true.
Recently, up until recently.
Well, you can't say it anymore. Then you're
Josh.
No, but it sat for years.
The turbo timber comes with pontoons. Straight to water.
There you go. It's basically a boat.
Yeah,
we're good.
It is a boat that just happens.
Well, it goes upside down. Does the prop still get it over to where I need it to be? I'm formal coding everything.
Yeah,
that's good. All right, your turn, Josh.
Insane in the membrane for sale plane.
There's the name of the video right there.
So the things that I actually got were not in my backpack that I made Nicole go get. Sorry.
Great job.
I forgot. I did get a shirt from Ibach, and I wish that I would have brought the pen that they sent, because they sent a pen that is a spring, basically.
Yes.
Because they're a company.
Yeah, they make shocks. I get it.
But that can be a bad design. When you try and push the button, it just extends the whole pen down. And like you have to like hold the whole pen and then push. It's very weird. It's still like a really good fidget though. Like a bendy pen. Anyway.
What's the spring rate on it?
I got one of those there, Furatech. This thing called Katana issue that is mine came very broken. Very
dear.
Broken. It's broken and very bent. So the back of the chassis came toasted, and the body is bent, or the body pieces are bent and broken.
That's interesting.
I need to make it clear that my 2-year-old is already on 10 scales. There's none of the. We're going. He's driving around an SCX 10 Pro. That's where we're starting. So
what you're saying is that small ones are stupid. Okay, got it. Because I also got one of those too. However, I don't remember.
Did you rip the body off and break the front mount?
No, you press this thing back and then it flips right up.
Yes. So
because
easy
I read instructions.
Well, fun story.
Look at that.
On what is today? On Tuesdays live.
Who knows what day it is?
Tony, CCXRC, and Pablo have a live show that they did. And Tony's like, "Oh yeah, I got my katana." And he pulls it out of the box live, and he's like, and then he just goes, he just breaks it.
That's amazing.
The king doesn't know his own strength.
Yeah, he's like, is it Velcro?
No, not Velcro. No.
That's really good.
Absolutely hilarious. I was
that's really
dying.
Good. So yeah, the funny thing about this, and I don't mean to poke fun at our contact over at Furatech, but he said, "Hey, would you like to review this new truck we have coming out?" And I said, "With all due respect, no, thank you." And then 2 days later, it shows up. I said, "I think I'll pass on this one, Tony. Thank you very much." So watch for this review coming soon.
Yeah. So.
Oh, that's good that there's other springs in there.
Well, yeah, we'll see.
Too bad yours is broken.
No, mine is quite broken. We'll figure it out, or not. I'll just take the.
All right.
That body is terribly ugly. Anyway, but
I don't like that it's an unlicensed body.
the ugliest of grills.
It's so angry. Since we're talking about trucks that just came out,
What does Matt have going on? He's just like shuffling all sorts of stuff around.
what are you talking about? This is how it works in here. I've got everything at my disposal at any time. Logan, have you ever watched this show? Ask me for something. I have it. It's right here.
I've seen proof. When you pulled out the googly eyes, I was like, he's not lying. He has everything.
I got everything right here. Got everything you need down here. This is not the 10th scale one that also came out at 9 p.m. Eastern today. This is the 18th scale FMS Chevrolet. And the review is on the channel right now. You probably won't watch it because you only care about the 10th scale one. I don't have that one. It didn't show up yet. They mailed it to me, and it went back to China, and then they mailed it to me again.
Oh, that's I haven't seen any information on mine, and I don't necessarily care one way or the other. It shows up, great. Doesn't, I also am fine with that. But
you can tell that they did their homework, though, because if you look at the way that front fender is, there's an interesting curvature right here. Yes, that's not typical.
Okay.
Because at full lock.
It doesn't hit. That's a first.
Yep.
Quite nice.
Sure.
Got the same plane, supposed to dogfight job. I'm on the plane thing now, Gunner. Don't worry.
Oh God.
So is one of the reasons you're not worried about that truck showing up because you're 7 years backlogged, like on those drones that you still need to do reviews on?
He's gonna get to it. Don't worry about it, Logan. Jeez.
I was quite nervous yesterday because let me tell you, they scratched the surface of what they could have dug out of my desk. So I was nervous for many reasons. I was like that's all I brought, huh? Good. Glad.
They did you pretty dirty on that one, but at the same time, it was really entertaining and fun to watch. And then finding batteries and everything just kept getting funnier. Yeah. And then was it Brandon that opened a truck with a battery in it?
Yeah. What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, a buggy. Thanks.
Oh, thanks, Rich. Appreciate it. I guess he's talking about Matt though, because he only said that once Matt showed up again.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Who knows? It's true. Did you see that? Okay, yeah,
good. Big Daddy 207.
Big Daddy.
Forward watching 130 likes. Come on, people. Hi, Josh and Matt and Wes.
Big dog. Oh, it's 10 o'clock already. Whew.
Oh wow, time flies when you don't show up for the first hour.
That flies when I was sleeping up until 9 o'clock. Hang on, I got another box to open here.
Okay.
Logan for sure. Thanks, Rich. Man, you know what? I'm so glad we don't have to actually be nice to Rich.
Oh, I know.
Like, gotta be nice to Rich. Oh no, I cut through some stickers.
Oh, a sprocket.
I love gold. I got a cute little outfit for a man.
I'm wearing one of those.
A cute little outfit? No, you're not.
For a man, yeah.
Carbon chassis plates?
Fiber. Yep.
All right.
I mean, I'm really into carbon fiber, but it's still cool, I guess. And then I got all the black panels.
So you're going to redo that whole bike, huh?
Yeah. Just in time for spring. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
So I've got one more.
Good, because I have a huge box of things that I have to go over quickly per Matt's rules.
to also go along with the plane, I've got a 4S high voltage pack, but I don't know air all that well. And
That's huge.
Yeah, that's too big.
The plane's a 1.5 meter, and they say up to 5,000 milliamp 4S.
Uh-huh.
This is a 6,500 4S.
Oh, that plane's going down.
That's bigger.
High voltage.
Yeah, that's too many biggers.
I've got more horsepower. I'm gonna get this bad boy up in the air. So we may have a really low flying ground plane. Or,
exactly.
We'll find out.
You may have a really wide tricycle, or you can have a really low.
Yeah, that's bigger. That's too big. Thomas Bielzik, thank you. Don't worry, Matt. Josh won't get too sucked in until the 124 scale planes come out. That's so true. You know what? Losing you to air would be hilarious.
Yeah. So here's,
because you know what? Most of the stuff you're good at doesn't translate.
Oh,
what's up, guys? We're gonna weld up a plane today.
I do love carbon fiber, though.
That's true.
I love CAD and design. About it.
We're gonna be using the Nacho Libre here on these new wings I'm making.
It really goes through the styrofoam fast.
I really like that Cletus does as much content on the planes as he does. That dude's a real nerd.
Well. Yep, and quite, you know,
he can fly. That dude knows how to fly.
He's not just spending money because he wants. Like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, that's one to see. I'm trying to figure out a way to get Cletus out to Sand Hollow, and I think RCs might be the way to go.
Like, hey, and we can do some, you know, like,
and you can fly a plane.
Get him in a buggy. I'm telling you, make him go slow and be like
methodical.
That'd be really cool.
Just exactly what he needs.
If I had a buggy,
I'm sure we could make it happen.
Well, you got that side by side, don't you? That's sort of the same thing.
You need a
side by side went away. Yeah.
Oh,
because he's trying to get a buggy. It's the year of buggies for Logan as well.
All right. Okay.
That's top goal right now.
All right.
I'll tell you how serious we've gotten. I've got the enclosed for the buggy. We're close.
You see, Logan, that was an unnecessary part of the deal for what you don't need an enclosed. You need the buggy. You live where you could just drive the buggy.
I can't get the buggy home.
Yeah, wait a second. You bought a trailer for a buggy you don't own.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, you can put a lot of things in that trailer. It also happens to fit a buggy.
Could someone who possibly live in there? Because I keep talking about.
I think Josh will be moving there next. Hurry up and finish your box. I got more stuff.
Okay. This all came. Company called Mofo RC. For those of you in 124 scale already, you'll probably know who they are. They came out with some new axles, and when the axles came out, they sent me a message. Hey, you want to try out these axles? I said, sure. You want to check out the website, see if there's anything else you need? I was like, I don't really, just whatever. Like, I don't need anything right now, so I'll have to build something. So a package came in the mail, and he sent a half dozen chassis and shock set, and then a set of aluminum front and rear axles, and then a set of nylon front and rear axles, and then a set of nylon front and front axles. And
is this a
servo?
Is this the same sort of sent as in you ordered online and then this arrived?
Order, send, arrive. No. So I have a lot of things to dive into on this, but
you can tell that Logan and I are riveted.
Yeah, I know. I can tell. Anyway, these are the X15 axles.
The X15s.
Yeah, not the 14s. These are the 15s. They're the newer ones.
Dang.
Tiny little aluminum axles with some beefy shafts in there. It's almost 10 scale size shafts, so maybe you can get over it.
I'm slightly interested.
But yes.
Okay. Colton sent you a set of wheel rings last week, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
they're still handy.
whoopah!
Mine say Harley.
Mine haven't been hand delivered yet. So
is he near you?
Oh, he's near you.
He's gonna be stopping. He's gonna be stopping by.
Hey, nice.
That's great. I was so happy he didn't try to do the circle logo, because like you said, they would have just fallen right out.
Would have been.
Ah, dang! I lost
hilarious.
him again.
MKRC builds.
Just take
Josh
them all
just
in.
3D print the plane, then go fly. Well, the thing is, I have a plane. I have a plane already.
You know who has a plane that is too scared to fly it is Randall at Axial, and I'm going to call him out here. He's got the
totally
Draco.
checks out.
He's got the Draco.
He does have the Draco,
6S capable, and you should see the brick of a battery that goes in that thing. He doesn't own
You can
a
put your
transmitter
4S
to fly
battery.
it.
So that I get, because from what I've heard, the full-size Draco is a bear to fly.
Well, it's also doesn't exist anymore.
Well, the old one doesn't, because it crashed.
Yeah, he crashed it.
He's building a
That
new
would be
one.
more evidence that it's very difficult to fly. I guess.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's like, and no offense, because it is a very cool plane, and I watched the whole construction of it. But it's ballsy of Horizon to make a plane that crashed.
Can you imagine them? Because we've all talked about it before, timelines of projects and things like that.
Yeah.
Like, they're mid-project, and then that plane crashes. It's a very famous YouTuber who crashed the plane, and they're just like,
Damn it. Son of a bitch. He crashed it, guys.
yeah, what?
What are we going to do? I also got some emblems for the Volvo.
Are those Moosin?
Yeah, these are the very famous Ferrari-style Volvo badges that people put on the side of their Volvos. So
Those are awesome.
I can't apply them yet because
Lexan
Josh will
box.
lose his mind.
Tell me I wouldn't be right.
You would be wrong. I'm not modifying the body. I'm not cutting into the body. I'm not painting the body. I'm putting a sticker on it. Actually, you know what? When this gets to 69, I'm just going to yes. And then I'm going to start making Lexan again.
How about that's the thing? Once it hits 69, it never gets over 69.
Yeah.
Exactly. Every time it just gets to 69. Or, if we can go a year and 50 odd days for 420. No,
Yes,
we'll just
good
stop at 69.
That episode of What's on the Bench just starts with nice.
Yeah, exactly. And then,
if it doesn't fall on that day, you're just gonna have to do a reel. Because otherwise, no tape.
Shoddy RC, this must be Colton. Thank you very much. No tape holding those letters in. Yes, karting. What about kart racing?
Oh, do you have video proof for us tonight?
Absolutely, I do.
Excellent.
Of course.
That's a fun addition to the end of the show here.
I've been enjoying this. I really have. It's been cool.
Actually, it's 7:10 already.
You want to just go into
kart
racing
queued
now?
up?
Yeah, I have it. Present. One moment, please.
Yes.
I think I am actually going to tune out and get going in my John Deere. So,
Logan, I appreciate your willingness.
Thanks for coming in, Logan, and I appreciate this very much.
I really appreciate you guys having me on. Thank you very much. And glad your power's back on there, Matt.
You guys can go.
Me too, man. It was getting chilly.
West Desert Wheeler, Ding Dong.
Wes.
Logan.
His name is Wes. He's in the desert.
Yeah. Thanks.
See you later.
Okay. Thanks guys.
Man. All right. Did you call him Dogan?
I did. I didn't know if anyone else caught that.
Catch you later, Dogan.
Call him Ding Dong and Logan. I didn't know if that just kind of slipped and
All
no
right.
one would notice or not.
Talk to you later, Dogan. You are an idiot. I said it earlier, but I'll say it again. All right. Is that it for mail call? I got a bunch of M2 threaded, M3 threaded rod, and some
What
M2
for?
and a half. I'm making links for the rear of this this Blackfoot conversion that I'm doing, the CR12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Dogan.
That's the dog.
The dog's name is Dogan. All right, laters on the Menjay. All right.
I don't know that I've showed you though.
You haven't shown me, but I saw it earlier when you were. Oh, that looks great! What a great shape.
So we still got a lot to do. It's definitely the most involved like shaping that I've done on a buggy. So it's going to be pretty. Obviously, it's missing all of the cross bracing.
Yeah, there's a few down tubes.
Main tubes are in place.
Yeah, it looks fantastic, Josh. Really great work.
Yeah,
is this the titanium one or the steel one?
Titanium one.
Very good then.
But
I told you my plan for steel, right? What I'm going to do.
You did.
I think it's going to look so sick.
I'm very interested to see how it goes for you and how much patience you'll have and how far you'll take.
Me.
I know, which is
much patience.
I know, could be rad.
Yeah.
Speaking of ding dongs, you guys going full liquid death. I mean, I'm drinking out of Hydro Flask now. Like,
oh man,
makes it real awkward to drink out of these things, doesn't it?
RC Ritter FPV there. That are you going to do this with those? Are you going to offer this cage system?
I don't know.
Thing.
Undecided. I guess it would be an interesting discussion. This is definitely. I feel like this is one. Like I said, one of the most difficult that I've done.
Yeah,
and it would be. The jigs would help tremendously, but still, if you've never done one and this was the first one you tried, even with these jigs, not easy.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
yes, the wall light is off, but
I think
some people. What?
Did your ballast go out in that light, or was that a different light?
No, that was the overhead, which I fixed. Okay. Oh, but you know what?
You just like the dark theme now.
There, that's another inside light. Yeah, a little bit brighter. But this, that's the back light.
Better.
You like this better?
Okay. But I'm a fan of backlighting.
Yeah, it's just a bit heavy.
No.
I wish I could turn it down or change the colors.
You should try WLED.
Oh.
It's so simple. Then you have a little app that you can control your lights from. Like you want to turn independently.
I should get that.
Oh,
I should do that.
It's so easy to do.
Send me a link.
Can do. It's open source.
GC Coop. Thank you very much. Thanks for the gifts with the Jeep. Matt made my day, and the pens made me laugh. Excellent. I'm glad everything arrived.
Did you get
safely.
not an RC4 drive pen?
He got both pens. Did I throw a Hot Wheels in there too? I think I did. But thank you very much for buying that project and taking it off my hands.
Which one was it?
The Stingray JL that I did.
Oh, way back.
Yeah. Way back.
What shelves are those? IKEA. And there's some sort of name that I cannot remember because it doesn't make any goddamn sense.
It's the Pooply.
It's like the Runza or the something like that. I don't know.
The Dogan, I believe it's called. Excellent. Volvo Hot Wheels. Good.
Okay.
Any update?
Footage?
Wait, sorry. Hang on. Any update on a new garage/shop in the background? I'm not doing that. I'm not building a scale garage. I am going to be doing a diorama.
He's talking about your she shed that you were talking about building.
Oh no, that's definitely not happening. Cost per square foot was not worth it, and also I like being in here. I like it in here now.
Yeah, I know.
I feel comfortable in here, even though it's all really tight. There's no space. I like it. All right. Let's bring this footage up here. Now, we'll talk briefly here. So this is the 4th week.
4th week.
Really
Out
getting
of how many weeks?
We're getting
5?
down to it. 5. Yeah, we're getting down to it. And there's not much time remaining. So I think the expression is poop or get off the pot.
Yeah. You only have 1 week left. Try.
After yesterday, we only have 1 week left. So the time to strike was now. It was not a fast day for anybody. The guys who are usually down in the 21-1s could only muster 21-4-7s.
Okay.
And it's because they've mixed up all the cars again into each of the separate rows. And it seems like the good ones have just it's all been mixed about. So they couldn't find the good cars. Plus it was cold. There wasn't as many people on the track. So the track wasn't warm. Lots of different factors.
Right.
But I managed to somehow get my fastest Sorry?
This would sound like a bunch of excuses.
It would. But here's the twist. Somehow, this is not typical of battery-powered karts. I got my fastest laps in both of my qualifiers on the last lap.
Maybe you got the batteries heated up,
Possibly. But I did not have bad karts this week, so I managed to qualify first in the slow group, so 11th.
Hey, big moves.
Of 20. That's a big move for me. When I'm usually like 18th, 17th. This was a big move. So let's bring up the race here. Video file.
Video.
Oh. Always with the volume.
Gotta fix that.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so here we go. This is the beginning.
Because
this is the race.
11th. So you're first.
I'm qualified TQ in the slow group.
Ooh,
so this is a tough spot to be in for me because I'm not used to being first at things.
Even in the slow group.
So the pressure was on. Here we go.
All right, and we're off. 5 lights.
We're off. Yeah. Now,
a lot of peripheral
the idea
vision
here,
going on here.
A lot of you're going to see a lot of peripheral vision because the idea here is to drive wide and slow, make it impossible for people to pass you.
Matt Verstappen.
This is the scariest ride of my entire life. Okay, made it through the first lap. Lots more brake applied in here and not hitting apexes in the normal way. So somebody's trying to come on the left side of me there, on the outside. Didn't work. Lots of bumping.
Watch you whipping your head back and forth.
Oh, God. Yeah. So made it through 2 laps. Getting bumped a lot.
I felt that one.
Yeah. Now that was probably not the right move there. I'm a little wide, as you can see. But I get the right line. I got the right line. So I shut the door.
Little bump.
Yeah.
That's okay. Oh, yeah. He's still there.
He's still there, but I'm going to cut him off right there.
Yep. Nice. I like it.
And then I slow down and take that really, really tight. Keep the line here and then get really tight there. And that hairpin is going to come back to haunt me later.
Coming in so tight on it or what?
Yeah. This is all working very well, though. I'm staying pretty much in the line, but keeping the wide parts so nobody can get around me.
Okay. We're looking good. Oh, you went a little wide there.
Wide there. Got bumped again. This one I'm taking that last hairpin there. It's just not working out for me.
Yeah.
This one kept it pretty much where I needed to be.
Okay. What lap are we on now?
This is probably the start of 5, I think. 5 or 6 maybe. Lots of brake, way more brake than I would ever use in a quali. Shut the door there. I could feel him coming behind me, and it's pretty much the same guy the whole time, who is usually in the fast group. So I'm under a lot of pressure there. Yeah. Bumped again.
Good bump.
Yeah, good bump there.
This guy was frustrated.
He's like, this slow, fat, old guy won't get out of the way.
Matt is the guy doing 56 in the left lane on the freeway.
Yep, 100%. 100%. These are actually all like, now I got bumped there again on the left.
But he's on the outside. You were good.
Yeah.
Oh, he's wedging in.
Yeah, there were actually two guys on either side of me at this point. But now I think we're coming up to, this is probably
7 maybe?
7 or 8.
The end of 7 coming into lap 8. Those bumps are warning shots.
Big time. Yeah.
So was he waving the white flag, or do you guys get white flag?
Yeah, we do get a white flag for
so maybe this
last lap.
7. I didn't see the white flag. No,
these are 12 lap races.
About to go.
Don't forget. Now,
his left blinker gone the whole time.
I did build a pretty good gap though. Not to the guy in second, but to everybody else.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Now here he is.
Oh, yep. He gave you a good shot.
And you gave me a bump here too.
He counter-steered you there. I like it. He's like, stay over there.
Yeah. He's like, I got this. I was like, on the last lap, no less. He managed to pull it out.
Oh, I saw a little pop. That was the I like it. I like this guy's attitude. I also like his Stig-like helmet.
He was an aggressive driver, and it was really tough to have him in second because I was pretty happy though.
A great result. I mean,
a great result. Yes.
A difference in weeks. Now, the bad news is though, Matt, if this would have happened last week or next week, it would have been triumphant. Like this huge. But now you've got another week where you have to back it up. Otherwise,
Otherwise, it was a fluke. To be fair, in quali, I really did figure it out, and I've started to find what I was doing before was I wasn't lifting early enough, so I was still carrying too much speed into all the turns, and I was still chattering and scrubbing a lot of that speed off. And once that's happened, you lose any momentum you had. So now it's time to kind of really show up for next week.
You're going to need to go practice Sunday, Monday.
I practiced. I went on Monday. On Monday, did 3 races there with a buddy, and then I did one more before quali, just to get one more in.
I very much appreciate the level of dedication to that. I'm there to support it. JR, thank you, JR Lawson. JR, this shows. Can we get a VRD monthly mayhem with the wheel of
We can.
The wheel and monthly mayhem?
We can do that.
That's a great idea. Because that wheel hates me. And I love monthly mayhem, so
yeah.
And our person Matt just said, "Come in behind." There's just 2 guys coming behind. Yay!
Terrible. Ban that guy.
God. Oh my god.
That's amazing. But yeah, I did. Did you beat the fast guys there this week? No. They're still very fast. But I was very impressed. I got 9. I think I get 9 points for that, or 8 points for that.
Which
is pretty heavy
big swap of points for the guys in the back of the pack.
Yeah.
the link for the grid driver doesn't work for me. It just brings me to an app store. But I haven't installed it. The league
There's
name.
another link that you can use that actually has a code that lets you join. But
really,
it's called.
It's a public group, so you should be able to find it. And it is
SBG VHD Livestream Takeover.
Yeah, SBGV, not Versa, just V. SBG space V space HD Livestream Takeover. Hopefully you can find it.
To the track. Yes, I did. I got there at like 5:00. It helped a lot. And yes, the Matt drinking game is killing me. Thanks, Dogan. What cart did I have? I think I was in 19. I can't remember.
Open the app, then click the link. That is what I had to do. As Troy Givler says. Interesting. So weird. But yeah, we're getting a pretty nice group so far. 76 people have joined our league.
76 people. Yeah. That's going to be really amazing when you and I are like battling for 13th.
Yeah. That wouldn't be too bad.
Exactly. I've gone in and I have reset my grid countless times. Every time I watch something new, I'm like, man, maybe I should change that.
I'm like, maybe I'm putting too much faith. I'm actually more. We're not going to talk about it.
A lot of people are. Well, yeah,
I'm more scared of Nicole's choices. Like, God, those are good choices. I'm like, how did you afford? God, damn it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I got to a point where I was like, well, I have to have a good constructor. I have to. So then I have to let one driver. There's got to be one driver that's just the dog of the group, the Dogan, if you will. Yeah.
Yeah. What was the other?
Autoholic, thank you very much. Matt was a race car driver, drove so goddamn fast, never did win the checkered flag, but he never did come in last. I like that little. That's good. That's nice. Thank you very much.
That's a lyric
for some sort of song, probably.
Joe Diffie. I don't know. Sounds like a Joe.
Hell yeah. Song. Hell yeah, Joe Diffie. Les Claypool, maybe.
But
Primus.
Okay.
Primus. Yeah.
There we go.
We both missed that one.
Yeah. I don't know that I know a lot of Primus lyrics. I mean, I know
a few of their songs.
I know of the song. I just don't know.
A lot of bass, a lot of slapping bass, I think, in those songs.
I mean, I know them best from South Park. So
Jerry was a race car driver. Yeah, I remember that one. All right. There we go. Yeah, can't get the grid rival link to work either. Must be some anti-Canadian mojo or something. Stroll for championship.
Oh my god!
There was a meme today. I know we're not supposed to talk about it, but it's getting so exciting. There was a meme today that said, "Mom, can we have Alonso?" No, we have Alonso at home, and then Alonso at home. Stroll
with the goatee. So, the drivers pulling up to the event in Bahrain.
Bahrain.
They showed the guys driving up in all their sweet cars, McLarens and Ferraris and all that. And Alonso drives up in a Merc SUV, but he's got like the bouncing mode going on. So just pulling up, always stay cool.
I do very much like that mode.
It is cool. Will we see you at Beat the Creek? Also, where can I find the info for the Colorado comp? Moving to Colorado and want to build a comp rig for it. Very cool. Beat the Creek is something that I absolutely plan to do. I have just not got around to making my arrangements for travel. It's going to be more of a work trip is my plan, so I can be a little bit more behind the ball when I make my arrangements, but I'll figure it out. That it is absolutely the plan. For the Colorado comp, the we RC Rock group will have the information for you on that. It's a Facebook group for now. That's the best way for you to search it. We space RC space rock. I cannot talk today.
What is wrong with you today?
No, all of this. So,
could I trouble one of you guys to a dimension off of the axial CJ7, trying to put a CJ7 body on a VS410? It might be hitting a snag. Hit us. I've got it right here, obviously.
Mine's on a shelf. I don't know what dimension you could pull.
Exactly. Just let him ask.
Yeah.
Probably just needs a measurement.
Lego F1 is big right now. Yeah. Someone had asked me about that, and I was just like, I don't think that I'm gonna dive in on that. So,
nah, I don't need another hobby. I already have two.
Yeah, I feel, you know what? At the same time, maybe I could try it again, but I did that Lego-esque build on the live, and
that was frustrating. Didn't you glue some parts together? And
I don't remember.
Yeah,
sounds like something I did. I don't remember it though. I've blocked that out of my memory.
What'd you do? I think you.
Well, you can't. You won't be able to find out because I pulled that stream down.
Plastic welded some of them together, or you heated a piece up and broke it off. This doesn't fit, right?
So many old school RCC guys.
It's true.
There is. It's so much fun. I absolutely dig it. Turtle.
What do we do? What do you want? What do you want, Alex?
He wants
measure from the front axle back to the rear edge of the plastic front fender. What? Can I not touch the body?
Josh used the Craggle.
Now, these are not the same axles. I took the stock axles off, so you're going to have to get yours out, I think. Measure from the front axle back to the rear edge of the plastic front fender.
It's just center line of the axle to...
Yeah. It's like 3 inches.
I cut parts? Yeah, I do. I think I remember that. I think maybe I used some flush cuts.
I think it's about 3 inches there, Alex, but yeah.
Love to see both of the Gauntlet some year. If they would make it not at the same time as Pro Line by the Fire, it'd be a possibility.
That would be helpful.
When it is the same, I just don't see it happening. I think Josh had to use a Dremel. I think it was flush cut. I don't think I Dremeled. Maybe I
don't remember you Dremeling, but I do remember you using flush cuts for sure.
Yeah.
I found very amusing.
Is it for sale? Yes. I don't know what
is.
I don't know.
What's for sale?
It's always for sale. Everything.
Everything's for sale. I had a guy asking about something that I sold like a year ago. I'm sorry, I don't have that anymore.
Yeah, I got one of those the other day too. Like, hey, would you consider selling that? I'm like, sure would, and I did a long time ago.
I did.
It's
gone. I sold it.
I'm like, I sell everything. I don't keep that stuff around very long. So, yeah.
Bonsoir, Matt. Hola, Josh. No app in Canada solution? We have that app. I'm on it. Good Rivals.
Matt is in Canada.
Works. I am in Canada. Je m'appelle syrup.
Maybe in French Canada they don't have it. I don't know.
Turbo Row lives here in Toronto, so.
Oh well.
Something
why is he using them fancy Frenchy words then, huh? Huh? Explain yourself, sir.
Huh?
What do you value the Hackalack at? Well, I valued it at around $2,800 when I sold it, allegedly.
Yep. Allegedly, he sold it.
Allegedly, that's what I sold it for. But
the gentleman wanted to know if I still had the Trekker, which I don't. Teleguided owns that now. And then he also was like, But also, I'd be interested in the half track. I was like, that's not for sale. Can't have that one. Nope. Oh, hey, do you think Brett or Wes is watching tonight?
Ooh, I believe I did see Brett in here earlier.
Well, they didn't answer my question on Instagram.
Pigeon Farm Boy. Speaking of old school RCC.
Hey, there he is.
That. The Porsches are for sale? Absolutely. My Porsche is absolutely for sale.
So is mine.
Everything's for sale.
So is mine. But
the same person has to buy them both.
Yeah, and if you've got any full-size buggies that you're not interested in,
I actually took the body off of mine on that one of those Friday nights. It was like, oh wow.
Oh, did you?
This really went together so well.
Yeah, I'm just posting this because
you taking a selfie right now? Oh, you gotta do a confirmation. What?
I'm here.
Okay.
There. Done.
The Porsches are a bonded pair. Yeah.
Because my question for Brazen Scale was, I want the C1 Pro Leaf chassis, but I want them to cut me one in steel.
Oh, so you can weld
so
right
I can
to it.
Weld right to it.
Yeah, Wes could handle that for sure.
Well, he friggin' better.
Yeah. Done.
Hey, did I ever show you this? I pulled this out today because I was like, hey, maybe that'll be an interesting changeover for you all right there? What happened?
It fell over.
What is wrong with you today?
The state of this room.
Who made this for me? Chino made this for me. What is that? What is that?
The light?
That's a light? To light up what? The moon? Good Lord. Why do you have that?
To light stuff up?
Oh my God.
There's no battery in it. The one thing that I don't leave a battery in.
Chino made this for me a long time ago. It's an axial rear axle for the
Yeti Jr.
Yeti Jr. And he made steering elements for it. So it's like a little tiny straight axle.
Those are Losi Mini
yeah.
The E steering bits, maybe.
Yeah. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
There's universals and everything.
Teeny little thing.
Yeah. Wow. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but
that's impressive. Hey, look who's here.
Hey,
Team Garage
TGH.
Evening, James. Thanks for joining. But yeah, I had that in here because I will use it on occasion when I'm scanning. It's quite bright.
You don't say.
Yeah.
Well, not right now. It isn't.
Well, you can plug it in with an extension cord too.
Okay.
So it's handy to have in the shop as well.
I imagine that it would be.
But it falls over on occasion. So should take that back to the shop. So, you know. What does the guy that hates golf?
I'm confused about
light?
that. I don't understand what that means.
I don't know. This here's a light. It's so nice.
That's not going anywhere.
I've got the M12 one, the little guy as well, which is a similar thing. It's just got like the little pod, but this guy.
Yeah, I saw the Baja Designs flashlight today.
I did not.
Yeah.
See, I keep wait. March. Oh, never mind.
Okay, I'm gonna stick this code in the chat.
Why did I think
everybody.
that April Fool's was tomorrow? Well, for one, it's not even the next month tomorrow. I was a whole month off too. I was just like, oh, I kept like looking at posts being like, is this an April Fool's shit? It's March tomorrow. I'm an idiot. It's been a long month.
You are.
For a short month, it's been a long month.
All right, hang on here. Go into the chat.
You putting the code in for the joining function of the group?
Oh, yeah. Oh, look at me in real time. Looking at me. Listening to me.
Leap day tomorrow. Yeah, that's right. February 29th tomorrow.
29er.
Once every... Oh, there you go. Matt posted in his chat only like a dick.
Oh, I didn't... Well, I did that from my phone.
And I can't copy it or anything.
You can't?
Screenshot. If you're on mine, screenshot it. And then you will have it.
Here, I'll go into yours and post it there too. Jeez. Don't whine about it. You're a little bitch. Wait, whose channel is this on? This might be mine again.
There we go.
That's yours.
That is on mine. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Is it still playing? Yeah. Pause.
Yeah. Hello? Who's there? Stop calling me.
Okay, boomer. There's nothing further from the truth.
Is it further from the truth?
Nothing could be further.
So yeah, that's gonna be.
Oh, Justin, yes, I still have the Ford van on tracks. You know how many times I got to use it this winter? 0.
And you didn't
know how much snow we had? 0.
You didn't drive your snowmobile either.
No. It was the weirdest winter ever. I mean, we still have a month.
Yep.
Where we could get snow.
Could get hammered for sure. Speaking of printers, and because you talk, well, speaking of your snowmobile, thus printers, thus part that I wanted to say.
Okay.
I needed to get a bunch more filament. And have you seen all of the carbon fiber filaments that Bamboo's added?
Yes.
Yeah, I needed to get I got a bunch of those.
Yeah, I got a bunch coming.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's so many good colors now in the carbon fiber.
I know.
Like, oh, I need to try all.
But you know what? Let's be honest. It's not really carbon fiber.
No, it's not. I mean, it's not carbon. I am going to try the carbon fiber on the build plate for texture.
Oh yeah, that trick.
Uh-huh.
What do you do there?
You just put a carbon fiber vinyl down on your build plate, and then when it goes on, and then when it comes off, it has like
it has the pattern. Wait, what?
Great.
So like just a vinyl sticker?
Yeah, and then it just prints on that, and it basically is like the negative of it, so it ends up looking just like it.
Yeah. Okay, I have some of that. I think.
As do I. Definitely smoothest segue ever, Josh. Thank you.
Yeah. You can read this one.
I will. I have a Ferret Pro showing up this week. Tips? Did I get the wrong one? I'm going to be doing one-to-one car stuff mostly.
Cancel the rest of that.
I had decent results with the Ferret Pro. The software isn't quite as good as the Revo Point, and that's going to be the only struggle. But doing one-to-one car stuff, it depends on the size of the scan that you're going to be going after. Is going to be the biggest thing. Tracking dots don't work as well on those. So what I would tell you to do is get some thin pinstriping tape.
Or
you have to use that as well, but still no. You need to get pinstriping tape like this. So these are all stuck together. Anyway, take this and apply it to your surface in patterns like weird random patterns, cross them over, all that, and use dry shampoo. Or you can make your own with like, what did I see someone do it with the other day? Like cornstarch and acetone. I would research that before just taking.
Ooh.
I could like,
maybe don't
research what it is, because I probably said something that's way worse than what you should do. But you can make your own spray. That also is very easy. Because the thing is that it will lose tracking, or it will see a consistent area on a bigger part, like a full-size car, and it will create these crazy long things, and you'll lose what you need. So if you put pinstriping tape down in weird ways, it absolutely kind of fixes that issue. That was the best way that I've had. I've scanned the dash of my JK. That worked out pretty well. And I've scanned the interior panels of a Sprinter van. And I noticed, like on the A-pillars, with how long and consistent they were, it was absolutely whacked unless I used tape. So
interesting. True Northern Z, hello. That's Chad who does this.
Is he the one who also had the crawling course set up that you posted the video of?
Yeah, and the whole track in his basement. I went there and I was speechless because everywhere you looked, there was something new.
Because of how terrible you think the small scale stuff is, right? That's what you were speechless about? How much?
Shut up!
How much trash you talk about.
I didn't drive one. I didn't drive a tiny car there the whole time. I drifted.
This little track is cool for your stupid, pointless cars that are dumb and ugly.
You know what else though? When I was there, because I was like, hey man, you work with wood. He's a woodworker. He does a lot of custom bar work, and he has a laser machine as well for cutting stuff into things. He made a bed. I was like, can you make me a box? And he was like, yeah, I can make you a box. So he made me a box. Perfect.
That's a box. What are you shipping in said box? Is it going to be your drift car container?
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah. I've got all this styrene coming from some fancy styrene coming from the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing. I cannot wait to get started on that.
I don't hate that at all.
It's going to be so cool, man.
You know what, though? You cannot make fun of my overcomplicated 124 scale case.
Yes, I can. This is functional and beautiful. Yours is just functional and beautiful. Yes, and Chad's also getting a bamboo, which is also amazing. Good call.
Very nice.
Turbo, thank you. Works on iOS. Issue is Android. Nice race.
Oh,
yuck. Who uses an Android phone? Green bubbles?
God.
Ugh.
Can we ban people in StreamYard?
Let's do a little poll. Who's got an Android phone? Oh, that's weird.
Can
you can't
Android
watch the
people,
show anymore.
Can Android people vote on those?
The phone you are using is to Android. Please hang up or try your call again.
I figured we'd be able to tell if they were Android, because I figured the chat bubbles would be
they would be green
over here.
Yeah. I use Android exclusively. Well, we exclusively ban those people. So.
I can see by that photo that you took. That was on a sunny day.
What I love is just how many great apps there are. Like Grid Rivals. It works so well.
Yeah.
It's all. I don't care what phone you use. You could use a Nokia flip phone. Wouldn't bother me in the slightest. Autoholic, thank you very much. WTF, Joe Diffie? I'm going to dispute these charges with my credit card company. I may have to do another $5 super chat just out of spite, you dogans.
Let's. Oh, there's.
This is not a good argument. This is not a good argument. That doesn't mean what you think it means.
Poor man John Doe. Hey John, instead of airplanes, why not FPV drones? I have them, FPV drones and FPV gear. I've got my fat sharks and all that. However, what I found that I liked the most about my FPV drones was just like kind of soaring around. I didn't really like the part that I thought I was going to like, which was just the freestyle part of it. I didn't end up liking that as much. And it put holes in the side of my car, which was another issue that I had at the same time.
Hey, speaking of FPV,
yeah,
did you happen to catch Traxxas's Max Slash video?
No. Well, I guess parts of it.
You should go back and watch the whole thing because they did some awesome FPV stuff in there.
Did they? I mean,
yeah,
I could see
that whole video rocked. It's the best video they've ever made.
Interesting. I still,
and I know a thing or two about videos.
Mm-hmm.
Nerd. You still don't know about that car, do you?
I watched the video.
No,
stuff
but I mean, you don't know about it, as in like, I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like,
I hear what you're saying.
I just don't. I don't know. I feel like that is the perfect car that you just need to see in the hobby shop and decide, because it is a big Slash, but it can take a lot of power. It's like having a Max or an X Max that has more reasonable sized tires to the proportion, I guess. I don't know. I just don't know if
it's extended Max.
Yeah, I just don't know if it does anything for me or not.
Well, I'll let you drive mine.
Yeah, it's. I'm not saying it's not done well or any of that. Like I fully imagine that it's a absolute beast and all that. And
6S.
That's a lot of S's.
It's almost as many S's as Dogan's putting in that plane.
MT12 versus NB4 Plus. Cost is different, but is it worth it? I don't like the Nobles. I still just don't like the Fly Skies. I just don't. Sorry. Yeah, Fly Sky. Yeah, FR Sky, Fly Sky. I got to remember which one is which. I don't know. I don't know when I'll come around to them. I'm sure at some point. I would, I used the not the NB4 or not the Plus. I used the regular Noble, and it just wasn't for me. It's like, okay. The Radio Master is absolutely not for most people. And I'm a member of
most people.
I'm a member of the Radio Master group for the MT12, and it is there's a line and people get it and they're like, this is the goddamn dumbest radio I've ever seen. I want to throw it away or sell it. I can't return it because this company doesn't do returns. But like, it's.
Why are you freaking out over $129 radio?
Or you get the other people that came from the world of EdgeTX or are just willing to learn it, and they're just like, this is amazing.
I'm sold.
And
yeah,
the open source nature
awesome.
of everything. Oh yeah. I
love what it can do. It can do anything.
On that, I made that little 4-wheel steer thing, right? Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Put it out there. And I just put the file up for free. People can have it.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like it would be wrong to charge for things on that platform since it's an open source platform. I don't know.
Yes. Yeah.
So gave it.
No, you're right.
And I was just like, I just adjust the weight to do that. And people are like, actually, you can just go to this screen and then hit recalibrate pot, and you can just move the switch up and down to the gate, and it will automatically reset the points of that pot for you.
Wow.
I was like, that's so freaking cool.
That is cool. That's really cool.
I don't know. It's just
that.
Fataba all the way from me. Hey, Jetway,
great radio.
I have been diehard Fataba since 2008. I've got a 10PX right now. I got a couple of weeks before my MT12, and I haven't used the 10PX now since. $129 radio. If you hold the two behind your back, like the feel of the two and like the quality of the switches and things, like you can't necessarily tell. It's wild.
Yep. It's true. $129 radio is almost a whole 124th RTR. Yeah, you're not wrong.
It depends on which one you're buying.
Oh, none of the ones Josh built. That's for damn sure. Nicole.
So, but we only have a few minutes left of the normal.
Oh my God.
I think we're going to have to do a little bit of extension. But first, we got to thank
It's small extension. Yes. Let's go thank the people.
I'll start. Poor Man John Doe, Black Sheep, RC, Aardvark, Spleen, Gunner. My meat belongs in your mouth. Listen. Tom Bay, Black Sheep, RC, Poor Man John Doe, the RC, Underdog, Tom Havel. BT was back, Matt, while you were gone.
Oh, wow.
Underdog, Aardvark, Spleen, JR, this show is trash, lost and Gares, Lucky's RC, Scale Adventure.
D'Artagnan.
Thank you. Every time.
You're welcome. Dart.
Big Daddy 207, MKRC Builds, John Roberts 1.6 RC, Peyton and Thomas RC, Team Garage Hack, Turbo Row. Much appreciated to everybody. Oh,
Thank
Tony
you.
just
Lucky's.
joins in. Tony, we're not leaving yet. We made fun of you earlier, by the way, as well.
Oh, we sure did. Lucky's RC Adventure, West Desert Wheeler, Toxic Crawlers, JR, this show is trash, Lawson, Thomas Bialzik, Shoddy RC, GC Coop, Autoholic, Turbo Row, and Autoholic. Thanks very much, gents.
Much appreciated to all you guys. This is the portion when we talk more consistently.
Formula.
It's race week. We gave you guys 2 months off.
Yeah, you got a whole 2 months. Now you got to put up with this shit.
10 months on.
Yeah. Pretty soon it's just going to be 12 months on.
Yeah.
This is the most races ever in a season.
23 this year?
24?
24.
I believe. China.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
But
anyway,
Bahrain.
we got practice tomorrow.
Talking about practice. It's not a game. Need that. Who's that?
West Desert Wheeler's 2-year-old could keep his 110 scale. Tony, we were all discussing earlier about your ability to remove the body on the katana.
Tony, just so you know, I just want to share this with you real quick. I don't know if you knew this or not. There's a little tab here. You just push that back like that, and it lifts right off. So easy.
He's it was so funny to watch it live. I was just like,
It's so simple. A toddler could do it.
it was great. Wait till you see me trying to remove.
Oh, at least you have yours.
Yeah, ours were lost.
Mine's
in the
still
mail. That's fine.
Lost in the mail.
Oh God,
That's fine.
I really don't.
Formula. So
Ooh.
we've got our grid rivals all set now. It gets
We don't
locked. Like, when does it lock in?
As
Race
soon as
day?
qualifying starts.
Oh,
Yeah. So once qualifying starts, it's
Ooh.
locked. Which for me then means it's locked Thursday because I'll probably wake up too late to make any changes between FP3 and qualifying.
right.
So nervous about this.
I'm so nervous too, man. I don't know.
The addition of grid rivals for the fantasy Formula One changes everything because now I don't have to just root for Verstappen.
Super max,
super max. And I don't even have him in my lineup.
Me neither. I don't care about him in the lineup. It's
I
because I made it clear to Josh that overtaking is important, and when you qualify first and finish first, you don't get any overtake points.
Yeah. Now, I don't know how important it really is, and I just don't know if I went too like mid, like if I should have, or if I should have just.
You still got to get somebody that's going to be up there. What's going on?
My AMS is making noise.
What is
AMS? Automated Material Selector, or whatever it actually stands for. I just don't know. And then like I went bold, but then I also started looking at contract length of how long. So how this whole thing works with this Formula Fantasy, you have $100 million that you have to spend. You have to sign 5 drivers and 1 constructor. You have to try and fit all of that within a budget. You're trying to make the most points during the weekend.
There's all kinds of ways to make points.
And whoever you sign up for a contract period. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 races. And then after that period is over, that person or team is locked out for 1 race. So if
your contract is for 1 race and you're like, oh, you did so great,
can't have them.
Too bad you can't have them.
Locked out. But it also then if you have everybody expire at the same time, then you've got all of those people locked out for a race. So I had to go through.
Then it's harder to spend your $100 million.
I had to go through and stagger my contract lengths and so that I wasn't having to redo my entire lineup at one time. Yeah.
That's stagger your contracts.
Week 6 is gonna suck for me.
It's going to be very interesting, and I tried to make it as sort of evenly weighted as possible. So without telling you who I have, I've got who did you
a Canadian?
Who did you make your?
Not saying who. I've got it.
Somehow I managed to get 2 Canadians. Somehow I was able to purchase Latifi. He paid me. Yeah, it's sort of a nice healthy mix. I'm in the teens, I'm in the 20s, I'm in the single digits.
I don't know if I have any single digits.
I only have 1.2 million remaining.
I have exactly 1.2 million remaining.
Do you really?
Nope,
I wonder if we chose the same team.
2.6.
Oh, that's a lot.
I had 1.2 and now I'm back at 2.6. Now there's also the budget thing. So like your drivers, their
numbers change.
Their salary changes from week to week based on their performance. So if they did really good, their salary number is going to go up. And then when their contract ends, you get that amount back. So if they went up while you were set at whatever, then you have over 100 million to spend.
I didn't know that.
But if it goes down and you have an open spot on your roster, like it can go down. If you have everyone locked in for 5 races and it goes down in weeks 2 and 3 and you're sub 100 million value, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But when they get dropped off, if you have an open spot and you're less than 100 million, it will reset you back to 100. So you can never have less, but you can start. Going up.
This is interesting.
Yes. So you want those guys that you think are undervalued. It gives you that bank later.
Yep. And to be fair, who really knows? Because testing only tells a very small portion of the story. Because for the most part, they're running different fuel loads. They're also sandbagging the hell out of things because they don't want to let on that they've got a really good car. I think Red Bull, even though they were a second ahead or like a good,
they say that they were running
time
60%.
Ahead. Yeah, I think they probably could have turned it way up. But I also think that everybody else was also playing that game.
Yeah, that's exactly the thing.
It's 100%, guys. That's all we got. Holy, we're still not good. Uh-oh.
They did the most laps though, so
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Reliable.
Yeah, that's reliable.
Reliable
like
at the back. Did you hear that story? That the reason Gunther left was he had that. So he I guess he found a sponsor that was worth 20 million, and he went to Gene and he said, Gene, I've got this great sponsor. They want to give us lots of money. Give me a piece. And Gene said no. So Gunther was like, smell you later.
Did the sponsors sign on? No. Okay. Interesting. Now, there's an argument both sides, because he's like, give me a piece. Gene, and over there, Gene's going like, no, I've spent $160 million for the last however many years. Like, no, like, you haven't put in shit. You've got paid. Like,
but you want to give people a piece.
And that's the other side to it. Like, you keep people around maybe by being like, okay, I'll, break you off a hundo.
Break you off a piece of that fancy feast.
Football
Chrysler car.
Yeah. Nobody tell him. Nope, don't say it. I did see that Gunther signed up to be a pundit with a German or
Austrian.
Yeah, I don't remember who, but yeah, he signed up to be he's got he doesn't have a full year contract, I don't think.
Are they allowed to swear on that channel, do you think?
Can you imagine how nervous that guy is with that button, the dump button? Like, like a game of whack-a-mole. Like, like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Gunther didn't have a good enough record to get in. That's another part of it. Like, but the $20 million would have been helpful for development. But Gene's also spent all that money. But Gunther got this contract. Like, I can see everything. Like, how much would it have cost to get the 20 mil? Like, what's your acquisition cost there? Worth it?
10%?
Yeah, like 10% is a lot.
5%?
2 mil? Like
5%. $1 million.
That's a lot.
A finder's fee is usually 5%.
On something that big, 2%.
2.5%, and I'm in.
Fine, shake on.
All right, good deal. The sponsor is Livestream Takeover.
Yeah.
Now, most of that money it's an IOU.
Right. And
we are good for it.
We're gonna we're hoping that this whole free grid rival thing pays off for us.
Yeah, in my karting career.
Speaking of, obviously we are not associated with grid rivals anyway. It's just something that looks like fun. But did you see that coincidentally that is also a betting platform?
Is it now? Oh, I did not know that. Huh.
Have you deposited any money to bet with yet?
No, I have not yet.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, how do we do this? Is it legal here in Canada?
Oh, that's a great question.
It might not be.
Oh, it probably is dependent on state too. If you're in the U.S. of A.
In fact, I don't even see anything about betting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like literally just.
Oh, I better cover my. Can't see that. Can't see the goods. Like going through. I can't swipe through my camera roll.
There's responsible gambling. I see that.
Yeah. So down at the bottom on mine, there's leagues, and then there is Pick'em.
Oh, I don't have any of that.
Yeah, Pick'em, and that's where you can do. And then there's daily fantasy, where you can join like other like one race leagues for But the pick'em you can do like it's pretty awesome because it's just you pick however many you want, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 drivers, and they give you it's an over under. Like, hey, George Russell is at 9.5. Do you think he'll do better than 9.5 place or worse?
Is he going to do this in the opener?
In the intro? Oh, did you watch Weekend
Can't
Warm-Up?
wait to see them. Yeah, I did.
That's maybe for next week. We'll do a group pick 'em here. We'll see if we win any money. And then
okay, I don't have those options, so I cannot put money in.
That's why I'm saying you don't have to do it then.
No, I'll give you money though.
Okay. Wait, that's not legal. No, you won't. This is for fun only. This is an entertainment platform. So,
why does everything have to have portal axles now?
What does that mean?
I'm just saying, like, why does everything have to have portal axles? Look at on this Chevy from FMS. Portal axles. Why?
Well,
like, this is not
a
performance. This is not a performance vehicle.
Yeah. But yeah, there's so many good pick'ems in here. They're so good at what they do. Like Valtteri.
Oh yes.
14.5. Better or worse? Like, well,
ooh, I think better.
You think better
than 14th? I think there's going to be a lot of attrition this week because they haven't figured out their cars yet.
I think that Kick Sauber is going to be sucking hind tit as
kicking up the rear. I don't know, man. It's going to be hard to beat Haas at their own game.
Did anybody else grow up with that saying, or is that just me?
No.
Carlos Sainz is at 4.5.
I'd take the under on that one.
Better.
It's going to be lower than 4.5.
Oh, worse. Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I think Carlos could be sniffing the podium.
Yeah.
He's got something to prove.
He's got something to prove. Just like I had this week. Yeah. I had something to prove this week.
Ooh, that's true. Alpine, Sauber, and Haas are all trash this year.
So do you think Williams is a 6th place team?
Yeah. I think that Williams and RB, I think that Williams and RB are going to be
battling it out for 6th.
Mm-hmm.
Did we already set our grid right for this year?
We should review this.
I think this is all wrong. We should do it again.
We should do a second version because we had this one. This one's on 11/29.
Yes.
Bust out the TWSBI 580 diamond again.
Okay, and this one is Feb 28th.
228.
29th in China, though.
On episode 207. The last one was on 194. So, all right. 1 through 10.
Let's do it together.
Yeah, I agree with that. And we'll see how close it is. So 10, previously I had Haas. What do you have? Or what did you have?
I had Sauber in 10th, but now I'm putting Haas in 10th.
I'm staying with Haas. Agreed. 9th, I previously had Sauber.
I had Alpine, and I think I'm going to keep Alpine there.
Yeah, I could argue Alpine. That's fine. Let's go Alpine there, and then put Sauber in 8.
Yep. 7th.
11, I had Williams, and
7th I had Haas, but I'm going to put RB there now.
No, I think that's Williams. I think
I'm putting Williams in 6th.
I'm keeping because
we did this. The RB car is last year's car.
I don't think so.
It is. It's mostly last year's car.
Dressed like last year's car.
It's the same guts, though. It's Sony guts.
Sometimes it's what underneath that counts, Matt.
All right, okay. Now I'm going to put Aston in 5th because I don't, as much as I love them, I don't think that's going to happen.
You know, they got the window liquor and which is why Williams is in 7th as well. So,
the other window licker, right?
4th previously I had Ferrari, and I think that is going to be Mercedes.
I think Merc is in 4th as well. I had them in 3rd, but I think they're down to 4th, and then I can move
now
McLaren.
I had McLaren in 2nd. I think
I'm putting Ferrari 3rd.
I'm putting McLaren 3rd.
And then I'm going to put McLaren in because I bet you those guys are being real sneaky over there. We got a lot of work to do. Car's not looking good.
Yeah. And then Red Bull, the Tonka.
Yeah. It's got to be Red Bull.
So I'm not.
Unless something crazy happens.
I know. It'll be real interesting to see the difference between the two lineups here.
Yeah.
But. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a fun 10 months to wait on this one.
We'll probably know by tomorrow.
Shit.
Or
we made some sort of bet about when
we?
Traxxas was going to do something. And I said,
yeah. Traxxas
September 18th, 2025, I take the under. And I don't remember what the bet was.
Is that they would put out a sprint car of their own.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay. When I should label that.
I know.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. That's good to. Oh, Matt disappeared. You think he lost power again? Well,
no, here I am.
Oh, no, he's back. The camera overheated. It's okay.
Camera overheated.
Well, yeah. Good stuff. I'm
all right.
Race week. So excited. So excited.
Yeah. And it's on Saturday, right?
Saturday, 8 a.m. my time, which is a more reasonable time your time.
11. Nice.
Yeah. A very nice race for you.
That's great.
So
love it. Okay. I'm glad I got back. I was a little bit nervous there for a little while. Yikes. But thank you, Logan, for checking in and hanging out.
Next week is season 5.
Brand new season.
New season. Who dis?
Looking forward to that.
Crazy shit. We've completed our
so
4th
different
year of this.
It's gonna be so different. The show format.
Switch sides. Maybe I'll take my lights and put them over here and my screens and put them over there, and then it'll be totally different.
It's gonna be like this. Yeah. So weird. I'm gonna have to look. What the hell? I have to go over here and look this way.
Looking at my screens, and then every once in a while, like, right?
No, gotta do this.
Feels weird.
Better. That's better. All right. See you next week, everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to it.
Bye.
See you guys. Thank you. Bye.